Hi, this is Mrs. Domashinsky here with your second week assignment for Flute. We're going to review a little bit of what we did last week, and I hope that you enjoyed the videos from Dr. Selfridge. Remember, I really don't expect you to get too far. So I'm going to go, before we do this page, we're going to look at the playlist. Really, the only thing that you need to concern yourself with is getting up to maybe video 3, how to make a sound. So, and in that video, I believe Dr. Selfridge does go over some things that if you're having a hard time, that might help you. Remember, playing into a mirror is really the best way to find out what you might need to be doing differently, and when you are getting something that's closer to a sound, what you're doing right. So the mirror really is your best teacher. So be sure you're playing with a mirror every day for at least 5 minutes trying to make a sound. Once you feel confident with that, I want to show you this page that I got from another resource that I'm going to share with you in your classroom. This is from, I'm going to make it full screen. This is from a band director book I got at a workshop many, many years ago. Oh, let me get it open again. Yeah, okay. And this will teach you how to hold the flute. So once your flute's together, and teach you the notes B, A, and G. And again, those are in the Dr. Selfridge videos too. And this is going to show you how to play Mary Had a Little Lamb. So I want you to try this once you can get your flute together and you're holding it well. So to review, this is my head joint. I'm going to play into it. I'm going to put the embouchure hole right in the center of my lip, all down, and play. If I can get those sounds. I'll take my hand away. Then I'm going to gently push and twist my flute head joint onto my body so that the keys line up with the embouchure hole, and the other way. There's that embouchure hole. Make sure it's lined up. And then I'm going to take my foot joint with this end here and push and twist so that it's pointing to the center of the tone hole key right there. Now to hold the flute, remember you want relaxed hands, and really my left hand, instead of like a C, there we go. Instead of a C, I'm going to close this thumb a little bit, and I'm going to bounce my flute in my left hand on my knuckle right here. So it's going to push against that. It's going to be very relaxed. So it's going to take my C and kind of relax it into this shape. Wait a minute. Okay, so you see my shelf right here where my flute is resting. That's a balance point. That's really where you're going to push the flute up into that sweet spot. Then this hand has this relaxed U shape. And I'm going to plug my thumb in underneath. So we have these 3 tone hole keys. Here's the flippy key where my pinky goes, or the E flat key. Ring finger, middle finger, pointer finger. My thumb goes underneath, right? So I'm going to brush my bottom teeth with my flute, find that sweet spot. And then I'm going to take away everything but my pointer finger and my thumb and my pinky. And you'll see that right here. That's the pointer finger. There's the thumb on the straight key, not that circle. And there's my pinky on the flippy key. That's called a B. And it sounds like this. See if you can play it as long as I can. Gotta find my sweet spot. Now, a couple things. If you don't find that you're lasting as long as I am, make sure this is very relaxed, and you're just saying, you're letting the air separate. You're not going and making a big hole in all those muscles, because that big hole is going to let out too much air, and then you won't be able to get good sound. The other thing, I'm going to angle my camera down. is your posture. You want to make sure you're sitting on the edge of your seat. Your sit bones are engaged. You have two of them. They're on the edge of your chair and your feet are flat. When you breathe in, your tummy should go out first and then your chest raise like this. That's deep belly breathing. You need to use all of your lungs to be able to play and make a long sound. So once you can get a long sound, try your B again, and this time articulate 4 counts. And to do that, all I'm doing is touching the tip of my tongue to behind my teeth. What I'm trying to do is keep that tone, and no matter what kind of tone you get, if you're getting anything that sounds like that, I'm proud of you and you're doing a great job. It'll only get better the more you play. But if you don't like your tone and you're comparing it to me, which is like mistake number 1, don't compare yourself to me, then you're practicing not playing the flute, but thinking not good thoughts. And I don't want that for you. So I want you to think good thoughts about your sound. So once you can get that sound out for 4 counts and you're just cutting it up with your tongue on that one airstream, you could try the next note, A. So if you look at the fingering chart right here, notice we're skipping this key and then we're putting our middle finger down on the next one. So we're skipping this key and our middle finger goes here. And it sounds like this. And actually, I'm playing this an octave lower than is written. If you can make a high sound, that's good. That's a high A. So once you can get that long sound, then you try to cut it with your tongue. Keep the air long, just chop it up. Great. The next note sounds lower, so we're going to add a finger and go lower down the flute, closing up these tone holes. Sounds like this. We call it G. Or the low one, which looks different than the one on the page. Notice how my hand here, my thumb is straight. I still have that curved shape in my hand. That nice relaxed shape, almost like there's a ball. That'll help my fingers wiggle faster later when I want to play fast. So we're going to now cut that G up into 4 sounds. Or high. And now we can play our song Hot Cross Buns like we do with Mr. Selfridge in his videos, or Doctor, excuse me. Sounds like this. That's on one airstream. If you want to just play each note separately, you can. That's also the song 3 Blind Mice, as you see here. Now, once you get those going and you like your sound and you can cut it up, those are things that you have to practice. So if it takes you a few days, that's okay. Just keep at it and don't just take your time and use your mirror. It's not going to happen in one video. It's going to take time. The next thing that you're going to try is a song. So if you look at this, see how the notes are going down? This song is Mary Had a Little Lamb. Most of us might know that from when we were little or maybe from music class. But if you don't know it, it goes, Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. So if you remember that melody, can you hear it in your head right now? That's what it looks like. As the notes go down, our fingers go from this position. We add a finger and we add a finger. They go lower. Or like this. I'll go this way. Wait a minute. Here we go. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb. His fleece was white as snow. So these fingers always stay engaged, and then these go down as our sounds go down, and then come back up. I'm going to play the first little idea, just these 3 notes right here that are going down. It goes like this. Hey, wait a minute. That's what we just did up here, right? Oops, I'm not doing that very well. Right? See, it's okay to make mistakes. You just got to laugh at them. Laugh at your mistakes. Don't let them get you mad. Get glad. That's a commercial from when I was a kid. Don't get mad, get glad. Right? Laugh at your mistakes because you know what? That's just proof you're trying and you'll get better. You learn from them. So I'm going to turn my back so you can see my fingers. Is this in the shot? Wait a minute. Okay, I'm going to move this way. It's going to be a little bit different for me. This is Mary Had a Little Lamb, the first 3 notes. Now that was one airstream. I didn't cut it with my tongue. I'm going to now use my tongue to separate it. Now you're reading notes. That's the first 3 notes right here. Look at this. You have them again down here. Good musicians and good mathematicians look for and play with patterns. So enjoy playing with patterns and making music, beautiful sounds, just like the birds that are outside with me today. The beautiful sound of your flute is going to bring so much happiness and peace to the world. And we really need that right now. So you're being a peacemaker. So when I'm going to erase my red line so we can see a little bit better. And now we're going to read notes that go up. We ended on this note, and then if you look, if we play connect the dots, they go up. So I'm just going to move my fingers in the other direction. Down. Hold on. This was going down. Now we're going to go up. We're going to lift them up. And again, we're keeping those pinching fingers there. We're going to start on G. Excuse me. With my back to you, so my fingers are doing the same thing yours are. And now I'm going to add my tongue, and I'm going to articulate the notes. So now that I can do both, then I'm going to try putting them together. This is how we practice. Little pieces, a little bit at a time. And now I have half the song, more than half the song learned. Because again, if you look, we're doing here, and we're doing it again here. Isn't that fun? I want to see if you can figure out the last notes, the last few notes on your own. Be sure to record yourself playing in Flipgrid. And you can do, I believe the song is in one of the Dr. Selfridge videos too. I hope you enjoyed my little video tutorial out here on what I like to call the lanai at Navesink School. And I look forward to playing with you in person soon. I'll see you on Flipgrid. Bye.